It's our Off-Air Pod Show. It's our Off-Air Pod Show. We all love Heinz Harvey, blah, 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 Fred the Joe.
I just like the taste of the baked beans.
What's up? It's the Off-Air Podcast. I'm Liam. This is where we discuss our lives off-air. We've also got Ben there.
Hello.
We got Belle.
Present.
We got producer Andy in the room.
Present.
I would say today we took twice as long to do the jobs we would normally do. Like after the show, sort of normally a wad of paper gets put down, and that's where we read ads for. In the podcast you hear a lot of Ned's ones, but there's a lot on the show, like different ads. That's how commercial radio works. And this morning there was a bit of a fumble rather.
Are we going to talk about this? We're going to talk about the strikes.
Yes. Belle, you didn't strike me there, so I missed
strike.
No, you missed it. You missed the opportunity to strike me. I did say fumble instead of fumble. That's a strikeable offence, but I corrected myself. But yeah, Ben struggled to get through a particular line about the Cheesecake Shop.
Yeah, I made a rare mistake. Mother's Day is this Sunday, very close now, and you just know a box of chockies. Don't worry, Bill. I rise to the pressure.
Must have felt good.
I rise to the pressure.
Belle received a few strikes earlier, and I could see the smile on her face when Ben stuffed up. You really enjoyed that, didn't you?
I did, because I think like if you're new to the show, you may not know that we hand out strikes off air. Rarely on air, but on air we do it silently with a strike
point.
hand.
Yep.
But yes, there are strikes are a big thing in our team. Is it a healthy team?
I like the strike system because for me it keeps everybody accountable. Because I enjoy how much the team dislikes getting striked. No one likes getting striked. No. And when you do get striked, it actually makes you a little bit angry because you're like, shit.
Only thing I would say that's a little unprofessional is like we obviously dish them out on air. Like if like one of us does something stupid, the strike will be dished out. Sometimes I concentrate on the strike and then I stuff up more because of that. Yep. I know I'm then focusing on, no, I've got a strike, and then I keep cooking it, but and then I get another strike, and then you sometimes get caught in a bit of a strike hole.
Yeah, but I think that as a professional, you have to be good enough to get yourself out of the strike hole.
Well, this is interesting. This is obviously, and we're obviously training ourselves off air as well because, as Ben said there in his little ad that he fumbled, he said, I rise to the pressure. And obviously you wanted revenge, didn't you?
I did want revenge. So I said to Belle, I rise to the pressure. I then proceeded to reread my line perfectly. And then after my line, it was Belle's turn. And what I decided to do was I held my finger up in the air. Because as soon as she fumbled, I was going to give her a strike.
It was like you were saying, you was probably putting her in a pressure situation to see if she would receive the strike. And Belle, you did that classic thing where you concentrated on the strike too much. And then, of course, eventually you received the strike.
You had your hand up, but you were slowly lowering it.
Because I knew you were going to fumble. I knew you couldn't handle the pressure. This is the moment Belle got striked.
But this does, though, the deluxe touch from the Cheesecake Shop. Just for Mother's Day, their Belgian double chocolate mud cake and the Black Forest tort will be decorated with maraschino cherries, rose petals, You can't do the pre-strike.
Pressure cooker now, Belle.
Whoa! It was literally like a guillotine, like coming down. I'm like, oh my god, it's getting so close to her neck, and you're almost out of there. You had like a couple more words to go.
You had 2 or 3 words left.
Righto. Well, if we are dishing out strikes pre and every which way, I have a post-strike. I would like to award. I don't think you can do
post-strikes.
What's the post-strike?
So this is something that happened on air today that if you have listened to today's podcast, you would have picked up on. I am dishing it out to Liam for this absolute stinker.
Nah, I'm good. I did it in 2007. 2007.
That's gross.
2007.
2007?
I glitched out, guys. Sorry. I was meant to say 2007 and I said 2007 and then, it makes it worse when you have to try and explain the mistake.
And now you're just compounding it.
Yeah, that was pretty bad. Especially I didn't even get it right the second time. 2027. 2007. 2007. Yeah. 2000. I was trying to say 07.
People of Melbourne will be listening, flicking around their radios in the morning and go, I'll just try that new show. And that's what they hear. Horrendous.
Well, I'm sorry, but that's...
Brutal.
Yeah. Okay, well,
it's embarrassing.
It's not like it was like the last bit of the break or anything, the bit that has to be good. Oh, no, wait, it was, yeah. of
Yeah.
course.
Literally the punchline.
Yeah.
You have one job.
Okay, well, sorry, Bill. I mean, sorry, guys. I'm just going to have a beat. I just feel like it's real negative energy. I don't
Yeah.
know. I don't know. I know
Yeah.
we're not giving you strikes, Bill. Like,
Are you serious? You just all had a mini party when I had a strike.
Yeah, we did. Yeah.
You couldn't have been
Yeah.
happier in that
what a
moment that I
thrill.
stuffed up.
what a thrill it was.
Well, then let's talk about the concept of the strike briefly, because Bill, you wanted to dish out a post strike.
Yeah.
How does the team feel about post striking? Because I think if you don't get striked in the moment, you can't then go back half an hour
yeah,
later
it
and go,
kind of
oh,
shits
strike.
me. Like, in football, it's like yellow card, red card. You get it in the moment.
Yep.
You did the crime. You
Yep.
do the time. Like, I hate all this footy stuff, and there's like a fight, and then like it goes to like a tribunal or
Yep.
something, and then it's actually 8 weeks or
We
something.
can't pre-strike then.
It's all after the fact.
We can't pre-strike.
No,
you can't be lowering your
we
arm.
probably also. No, to be fair, we can't pre-strike. Even though, given it was a training exercise, Ben, I also think it's unfair that you pre-strike
Thank
Bell.
you.
Yeah.
No, pre-striking isn't a thing.
You were pre-striking
He
me.
was holding
No.
his hand up.
Yeah, I thought a pre-strike would be, I'm giving you a strike before you read because I know you're going to make a mistake.
Yeah, but you can't put that much pressure on.
That's what makes you a better broadcaster, Bill.
Oh.
It's like when you're playing AFL footy and I'm like, I'm going to tag you. So that when in a training drill, I'm going to tag you. So then you're ready for it come game day.
It's just bullying.
I'm making you a bet. You do it to me all the time.
When?
All the time. I haven't got, top of my head, I don't know. But you do it. I don't keep tickets, receipts, but I know you do it.
I'm strongly opposed to the retrospective strike.
Yep.
Longbow analogy for you. Do you know, so in,
Here we
I
go
love a
with
longbow
this.
analogy.
do you know in the game Uno how you have to declare that you have one card left?
Yeah,
you have to
if
say
you miss
Uno.
it- if
But
you
if
miss
you
it.
miss someone saying that, like
Yep.
if you miss someone not saying Uno, you can't go back like two
Yep.
turns. You didn't say Uno.
Yep.
Like you got to get it in the moment.
Okay, well, we could just list off analogies all day about this.
Go ahead.
You can't.
I feel a strike incoming here, guys.
And Bell, this is why we train for these situations so that you're ready.
It's Flight Simulator. As soon as the show is finished, we go into the Flight Simulator, and then by the time we're doing the real thing, we got passengers. We got
Yeah.
Melbourne in the back of our plane.
Yep.
And how did you go with
we're
that?
landing safely every time.
Yeah.
You crash landed hard.
Well, speaking
Yeah.
of crash landing, if we all agree you can't post strike, I can't give Bell a strike for this, but I did sit very smugly for the end of the show because Bell had a huge mistake this morning. We were talking about this word, and then an argument started.
All right, guys.
Pessimistic about being pessimistic.
Maybe, guys.
Pessimistic? It's
I like saying-
pessimistic.
Pessimistic.
It's not pessimistic. It's pessimistic.
Turns out I was right. Bell was wrong.
Pez is a lolly.
Bell got outsmarted, book smarts, by someone who didn't finish year 10.
Hey, guys,
and
don't-
you went, doesn't matter how much you paid for your private education or your parents paid for your private education. I still know words better than you,
You
Bell.
absolutely don't
Okay.
know words better
Ben
than
and
me.
Bell.
And it was so funny because off air, I was teasing you about it. And Bell literally, she put up a fight a lot of the time, but you literally went into your shell and your shoulders slumped over and you stopped talking.
And Ben thought,
You were so-
I freaking
you
got
were-
it.
You were so
You were
defeated.
demoted.
I literally went over, I got in your face. Like I went over there and I was like, oh yeah, I was wrong.
Nah,
Is that
guys.
what you did, or did you come over and fake punch me?
I think I fake punched you.
Yeah.
This
Guys,
does not sound good.
at least
Like,
it wasn't at an important time in the morning. Oh no, hang on, right? It was the 8 o'clock opener,
Yeah.
the most important break of the day.
Yes,
Anyway.
that's true. Anyway,
Bit, Liam.
it felt good to get that all out there, though.
I have a fun order of business.
Oh, good.
Pick everyone's spirits
pick it
up.
up.
Yeah.
How would everyone like to do a walk down memory lane?
Let's walk down memory lane.
I noticed a post went up to the Ben Lehman Bell No Context page this morning, which was Bell kind of dancing around the studio.
Oh, did they go up?
Yes.
Oh.
So I thought I would give you guys the top 10 best performing Ben Lehman Bell No Context posts.
Nice.
Oh, yeah. So if you
which
don't
is-
know, this was Cam Doyle, who used to be our video guy on the show. He started this. Great idea. At first, I didn't really understand it. He was like, oh, it's a thing like they do in like America. Like they do no context for sport pages. And the more he did it, the more I found them really funny. So you just post a picture, and it has absolutely no context. So it can be the weirdest picture you've ever seen, and it's not supposed to make any sense. And the rule is you can never give context in the caption, in the comments, in the location. And I would love to know what the top 10 are.
I don't think I'm breaking the rules by describing them because I'm not giving context. I'm just going to say what the post is.
Yep.
Honourable mention to the top Bell performing post, which isn't in the top 10, but it's Bell as an umpire.
Oh yeah,
Oh, that's a
that's
good one.
funny. That's just a funny photo.
That's a good one.
Yeah, no context needed.
Just for my own sake, obviously we rebranded all the socials. Did we rebrand?
Yeah.
Ben Liam Bell, no,
No
context.
It's a very
Although-
long username.
It's very long handle.
It's super long, but and to be honest, we should probably give that page a little bit more love. It's traditionally been one that we have not. We don't normally.
Well,
follow.
I used to film a lot of you guys and take photos in the office and doing stuff. I don't really do it
Yeah.
anymore. I feel a bit weird. I
We
feel
should- we
creepy,
should-
but
we
that's
should,
where a lot of it
Yeah,
came
we
from.
should
Very funny.
keep the post up on that.
Well, there was a
page.
photo going around in the group chat, which was pretty gross yesterday of me. That could probably end up in there, I suppose.
Yeah.
The one I don't want to give it context, but with
Oh, okay.
the dick one.
Oh yeah, that can get posted.
Yeah.
Number 10, Ben eating a schnitty.
He was that with the two.
He had 2 gravies. We were at hang on, no, I can't.
Yeah, I know.
I better not say where we were and
No
what we were
context.
doing. Yeah, this is true.
Number 9, Ben looking at Liam's arse.
Nice.
Oh, that was a good photo. Is that the photo of? Yeah, I like that photo.
The one where Liam,
It's hard to
we
not
all
give
wanna
it
context.
context. You're about the context and like, well, remember the rules,
Liam actually did give context on that
I
one.
did one.
Yeah.
I did
It
one
was
time.
flamed heavily in the
yeah.
Yeah,
I
we
got
were
roasted.
genuinely angry about that.
Yeah, I do remember that.
Number 8, the Are You Too Tall to Go on This Water Slide at Bali, where there's Ben
Yep.
and Small Liam.
Pretty good.
Was that a context?
No,
Number 7, Liam cum shot.
I don't remember that one.
Oh, you know the one.
I want to provide context for that.
Nah,
I don't remember the Liam
you
cum
can't,
shot.
You can't.
I'll have to go back and find that one.
Uh,
Oh yeah, that one. That was a good one. Hasn't it- Hang, what's that? The number what?
Number 6.
Wow.
Jeez, they're going to get red hot fire after
10,
this.
9, 8. No, that was 7.
Seven.
Number 6, Liam in a suit buying frangers.
Oh, yeah.
that was cute.
Gross,
One.
that one, yeah.
Top 5. Number 5, Liam in a tutu.
What was that? Oh, yeah.
Number 4, Ben with Bali dreads.
That's a great one. That's a great one.
Top 3. 3 is actually 2, but it's Ben with Andy Lee and Liam with Hamish.
Oh, yeah.
Number 2 is Liam with a spray tan and an untanned arse.
I thought that would have been number
Oh,
one.
I thought that was number one.
With me
yeah.
looking like a top deck chocolate.
Yeah.
Give me a drone, Ben. The number 1
Here we go.
post on Ben Liam Bell No Context. It's the Ben and Sam proposal photo, but it's Liam.
What?
Oh, yeah. I think I remember that now.
Hang on.
It was like photoshopped into it or something. Like,
You photoshopped into it?
I don't know. Oh, yeah. But that was the best.
No, I forgot about that
That was the
photo.
best one we ever did.
Wait,
I forgot about that.
Where's
Oh, right.
that?
Gee whiz. That's just, Ben and Sam. When,
You give him context.
Better not.
Where is that?
Why
I
not?
can't see it.
You'll find if you go back, if you're scrolling and you want to see it, it's the one with the sunflowers.
Yeah, excellent.
trying to-
Interesting.
Oh.
I noticed you were a bit quiet at the start of this podcast, Andy. Did you get all those stats within this
I
podcast?
was crunching the
Oh,
numbers.
nice,
Pretty
man.
good,
Oh,
Did
no, I
you
appreciate
scroll through
that.
the whole thing?
There's not many posts. There's not that many.
Still
Yeah.
impressive.
Anyway, Plinth.
Plinth.
Okay, Blend.